Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 6 of Let's Play Crash Nitro Kart, where in this part we are going to go around the rest of the Terra World, and we're going to go collecting the CNK tokens. Like we said before.
In a CNK challenge, the letters C, N, and K are hidden on the track. You must collect all the letters and come in first place to win a CNK colored token.
So I think we're just going to stick with Crash for now, but as I said when I was closing off my last video, I was planning on putting the CNK tokens and the relics in the same part. However, I have no longer decided to do that because otherwise I'm going to make the parts too long with two less parts. So I know I'm wanting to get this let's play all complete, ready for Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel arriving, but that doesn't really matter too much for now. So we're just going to get the CNK tokens in this part. I know it ends there, so what you've got to do is you've got to collect all of the letters scattered across the track, which is of course C, N and K, and then at the end you've just got to win the race. So pretty much the same principle as the CTR tokens. In Crash Team Racing, so, and I'm assuming that there'll be CTR tokens on these tracks as well in Nitro Fuel, because it is going to be Crash Team Racing, with Nitro Kart tracks added. So my voice might not sound too good in this part because of sinus problems, because I do suffer from hay fever unfortunately, but hopefully this doesn't spoil this part too much. So I've got all the tokens now, so all I've got to do now is win the race, which hopefully shouldn't be too hard, because I mean these are the early stages. Oh, and another reason why as well I didn't want to do the CNK tokens and the platinum relics in the same parts is because getting the platinum can take multiple attempts, as you all probably know. And not only that too, but the later tracks are a lot longer, so I could end up running the parts to about an hour, which is not what I want to do at all. You know, looking back at my Crash Team Racing Let's Play, seeing that the platinum relics parts can be over 20 minutes, so I definitely don't want to be doing that again, especially with the relics being hard to get in Nitro Kart. So what we're going to do now, we've got our first CNK token, is collect the other two on the Terra Homeworld. And of course you get the usual podium dance, which doesn't show the CNK token falling above Crash's head like it does in CTR, which is kind of a bit disappointing, but you know, it's not the end of the world. So the next track we're going to do now is, of course, Jungle Boogie.
Wonderful! You won a token.
Which is possibly my favourite track in CNK, but I'm not too sure. I think I'm going to go with Tiny Temple. So as you all probably know, that is one of my favourite tracks in, I don't know, one of my favourite tracks in Crash Nitro Kart anyway. I'm mixing them both up, so just ignore me on that one. But here we are with the CNK challenge and Jungle Boogie, so wish me luck on that one, because there's this one jump which I really struggle on. And I nearly slid off the edge there, thought I was actually going to go and lose it, but hey, we've got Aqua Invincibility in first place, which is quite a nice touch. So if he was invincibility now to give me a bit of extra advantage, yes, so I can get up onto this ramp. And now he's got the one last token to collect, which should not be too hard to do. Oh yes. So all is good with that, so... Now all I've got to do is win the race, because I'll preferably like to collect all of the tokens on the first lap, just for simplicity's sake, because then I've only got to focus on winning the race afterwards. And hopefully I can win all these first time around, because as you all know they can be quite challenging, and I managed to get this shortcut again. And another thing I forgot to mention as well, when we was doing Crash, I nearly said Crash Cove, Inferno Island as well, is that in Nitro Fueled they've now changed that track to night time, which is quite an interesting twist. You know, sort of like, because it is very similar to Crash Cove from CTR, so making it night time does add a bit of a twist to it and does set it apart a little bit. So I like to see changes like that. Well, I did not make this shortcut this time, but hopefully these touches should look good, so we can only hope in the final game, especially what they're going to do with some of the other tracks as well. Like Android Alley now has that Ratchet and Clank vibe to it, so what we're going to do now is just get the last CNK token, obviously, but I don't know why, but my X button was not responding then. That had me a little bit worried. I'm like, please don't die on my controller, especially when we're in the middle of a Let's Play part. That is so annoying, but anyway, we're now going to resume this, so.
Wonderful! You won a token!
Nice one, so that's a token now won, so what we are going to do is get the last one from this world, because we did go back and collect it from Temple Turmoil in part 2 when we did Bearing. I thought, well, you know what, why not go back and collect all of the CNK tokens from the Crystal Challenges as well, because I mean, why the heck not? Because I don't expect the parts too short, although the CNK token parts are going to be short, which I suppose is a good thing, because I mean, if you want to see all the tracks in action, I mean, you could always go back and just watch the CNK challenges instead of the whole main story first, so. So this is one of the tracks have changed a little bit in CTR Nitro Fueled, obviously because they're taking away the boost section. Not the boost, the anti-gravity. So it's a little bit different now, because I was saying in the first part of this Let's Play, what's going to be happening with that loop? Is it going to remain intact, or are they going to completely scrap it and remove it and replace it with a bridge? Well, actually they've made an interesting sort of like crossover section now, with some jumps on, so over some light ruins, like you can see down there, how instead of doing the loop, we now do the a little bit where we do some jumps over some sort of like pits over the ruins, which is pretty nice twist, especially seeing as we can't have anti-gravity. I'm not too sure why they removed anti-gravity, like I said before, but hang on a minute, I'm wondering if you can get so much boost up, you can actually keep the boost going without actually boosting again. So I wonder if you like keep it on power sliding, you can actually keep boost going, which without actually pressing the boost button, so which is not going to happen because I'm going to get hit by the rocket. Oh no, that was a lucky saviour. Do you lose it? Yes you do. Oh, I got that wrong. And I will say, just like I did in my Crash Team Racing Let's Play, but I did back in 2017. The CNK races are a lot harder in the first place. You know, it is a lot more skilled AI, you know, like unlike in the races where you get the trophies, so that adds an extra little bit of challenge. So, and of course I've got team up right now, which you can see right there, which builds up when you get close to your team character, and then when that happens and the team up meter fills, you basically get items of multiple amounts more often, like the free items, you know, like times 3, so you get like 3 TNT crates like I did there. So that's actually how the team up function works. And I've got a big lead, so that's definitely a win. So it's fair to say that I did really well in this part. So there we go, that's all of the CNK tokens now collected from the Terra World. So that's actually quite a nice thing that that's finally done. So we're going to quickly save our progress before I move on to the next part, because I tried to record a part not too long ago where I didn't save my progress and I had to play all the way back up to where I've been before, because this game does not auto-save. So I suppose I've learnt my lesson on that one the hard way, so I don't want to be doing that again. So this, of course, now
Wonderful.
wraps up this part of Let's Play Crash Nitro Kart for the PS2. So that's part 6, where we're going to be joined again in part 7, where we go to the bearing world, of which somebody on Twitter accidentally read it as Brain World. I found that was hilarious, so if you're watching this and you know who you are, and then yes, that was hilarious. I really appreciated that joke. That was, even though it was not intended to be funny. So regardless, this has been part 6 of Let's Play Crash Nitro Kart, where we are now going to be going in the next parts to Bearing, where we will collect all of the rest of the CNK tokens. So thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you all in part 7.